This is the 2025 Acura MDX. Is it better than ever? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at Acura in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I'm going to tell you about the changes on this model. Now this is the advanced trim level, so we're going to have some other trim levels we'll look at as they come in here at the dealership, but we'll talk about what you're going to find on this specific trim level. But there are going to be some things that are standard across the board. If you want to know more about this model, check out the link in the description of the video. And one of the changes you'll find has to do with this area. You'll notice the trim around the grille no longer in this area where the hood shut line is. You will have your forward-facing camera right there, and still going to be accented by the jewel eye LED headlights, your LED daytime running lights, the chicane LED daytime running lights. Also, we're going to find very large active air curtains right here. A lot of air flowing through that area. In fact, I'll show you right here from this vantage point. You can probably see a little bit better the daylight coming through right there. Other than that, not a lot of major changes on the front end, but you will find a new rim design. Now here on the advanced trim level, we're looking at 20-inch rims. And if you're curious about your tire and wheel setup, 255 will be your width. Your sidewall is a 50 series, so 255/50. And then we'll work our way up here. Turn signal indicator is still there with your power adjustable, power folding, heated side view mirrors. Very easy to deal with. And your remote won't see any changes for 2024, but you will find the great features that you're used to having, including what is remote start right there. That's engine hold, but it's called engine hold or remote start by most of us in most situations. You won't see any changes under the hood, but in case you're new to the MDX, this is the 3.5 liter VTEC V6. It makes 290 horsepower and 267 pounds-feet of torque. It's naturally aspirated and mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And just to go over some of the practical features here that you're going to find on all of these 25 MDXs, we're looking at 18.1 up to 95 cubic feet. And you notice that I just kicked my foot under the bumper right there. This model is going to have the hands-free tailgate if you want to use that. And you can see how everything looks with the seats folded down. This is a 3-row SUV, by the way. You will find a power shade for the panoramic sunroof. That actually will come in very handy on a day like today when we're headed for 100 degrees. And a quick look into the interior. We're going to have the shades that can be put in place right here. Privacy shades, not only for privacy, but to help keep some more of that sun out beyond what the window tint does right here. Plenty of space with the armrest and the door bin right here. And this middle seat is removable. Not all 3 seats, but only that middle seat, but there can be some advantages to that. And I put the center seat into its upright position. If you want to lower that, you just pull on the strap right here. That's going to come down. Have a little space for cup holders and some storage right here. And here in the back seat area, we find our 3rd zone of climate control, dual in the front, single in the rear. There's your air conditioning vents, couple of USB options, and a 12-volt power outlet. And in case you were curious to see what the panoramic sunroof looks like when the shade is drawn back, there you go. That front portion over the front seats does tilt or slide open. And you'll have your typical features that have been here for quite a while now as far as all of your controls and switches go. Everything's normal until you get to your screen. This is the 12.3-inch screen. In fact, let me turn our fan speed down just a little bit so you can hear me correctly. It's a touch screen. You may or may not already know about that, but there you go. You can see that it is now a touch screen. Great news. Wireless capabilities for pairing your smartphone, and you'll have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as you can see right here. I haven't paired anything, so that's not going to do anything other than being grayed out right now. You also have Google Assistant, where you can say, hey, you know who. If I say that, it will probably set off devices in your home, but we won't do that today. But that is likely going to be the most popular change of all. Now, there is one thing you might want to know about, and that has to do with XM radio. It is still available, but you're not going to see it here on the screen. If you have the app on your phone and you've paired your phone, then you can use that here. So just something to think about where that's concerned. Another big change you're going to find is the 19-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Definitely a big improvement, at least in my personal opinion, as far as the sound goes. That's going to be a good thing. You can tune that accordingly to get your best settings as far as your audio quality goes. Very easy to deal with. Now, another change you'll find here is you'll notice that you don't have some of what you used to have in this area, the wrist rester or rest for your hand, so you could use the touchpad that used to be down here, the trackpad, because you don't need that anymore. So it's a little more open. You've got your wireless charging pad here. There is your center console, still plenty of space within. A couple of USB ports right there. That's always good to know. That's not the only USB option. You'll have a couple right there as well. If you want to turn the auto stop start feature off, or idle stop turned off, you can turn that off right there. You can also just go into sport mode and then it's off automatically. You can also go into individual mode, which you push right here, and you can go in and actually make changes to the vehicle to also have idle stop turned off. So there you go right there. If you want to enable that, you can, or turn it off. There's a couple of different ways you can do that, like I say, for those who are interested. And some people like to leave that on, and that's perfectly okay if that's your preference. And just to show you a little bit of what's here, you're still gonna have your ambient lighting. No changes where that is concerned, but you can see what you have here as far as the screen goes. And no changes as well with our rear view camera or anything like that. You still have that overhead view, very nice look, but you can see what's here for those who are wanting to know. Take a quick look at our different views here. Nice bright trajectory lines as well. Seeing it live here in person, it's not actually flickering like that. In case you were wondering, that has to do with my camera. So in case you were curious, now you know about that. And as I said earlier in the video, dual zone climate control in the front. You not only have that, you're going to have your heated and ventilated seats. I do not need heated seats today because it's hot outside, very hot outside. We don't need that. But a lot of nice creature comforts that aren't anything new, still here, but now you know about some of the biggest changes, but that's not all there is. And for those who want to hear the new audio, here you go. Hopefully my mic picks it up well. Let's see what happens. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know that my lapel mic is really picking that up in the best way, but hopefully it's good enough to give you an idea. All right, here we go on our test drive, and I'm gonna turn off those ventilated seats right there just so that we can hear a few things, because one of the changes is supposed to be a quieter cabin. So let's see if we can tell as we cruise down the road. I'm gonna let you listen. I don't know that I can really tell a difference, but maybe somebody with better hearing than I have can tell the difference. But that's what Acura says. Whether or not that's really the case, I'm not really sure. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. We'll just have to wait and see as we almost come to a complete stop so that they can make that turn in front of us there. Other than that, really that's the only other change to talk about here. Still gonna have a comfortable ride, still going to have all-wheel drive, all those great driving modes. We talked about that earlier. Your steering wheel is tilt and telescopically adjustable. One thing I will say, after this model sat in the sun with the sun right here on the steering wheel, just as it is now, I now see the need, more than ever before, for a ventilated steering wheel. I don't know that that's out there. I can't remember ever seeing it on any vehicle. A lot of vehicles out there obviously have heated steering wheels, but no ventilated steering wheels. Tell me if you've seen that before. I don't really know what vehicles that might be on, but that would be helpful, especially on these bright, sunny days, a little bit hotter than normal, especially when you have black interior, or at least black on the steering wheel right here. That would be a nice touch. You still have your head-up display, all the great safety features here. Those are really the biggest changes, not what I just mentioned, but what we've talked about to this point. I'm curious to know, is there one thing or maybe more that you were hoping Acura would change or add that is not here? Okay, tell me what you think about the 2025 Acura MDX. Did Acura make the right changes? Curious to know what your thoughts are. And as Acura has more models come in, more trim levels come into the dealership, I will definitely give you the details on each and every one of those. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends here at Acura for loaning me this MDX for the day, and a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. That way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.